Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Louder. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Harinam Sankirtanam Mahayagni ki. Harinam Sankirtanam Mahayagni ki. Okay, thank you. Chant the prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsta Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamsta He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashtatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam Pangum langagate girim Yat kripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Deenatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanyam Ishwaram. Thank you for joining, devotees, on a cold evening. So, you're all very advanced because you've dedicated your time to learn about who you are. So this is very difficult to do because, like I mentioned many times, it's a very intangible investment. When you come here, you don't get dollars. So you're putting your time in something, but you don't get anything back tangible. I can touch, tactile. So only a person who has got finer intelligence can invest his time in something that delivers him intangible results. So to invest in something that delivers tangible results is something even a dog or a cat will do. So in India, a dog can walk 2-3 streets away because this owner will give him a biscuit. So this is very normal. But you're all very advanced. very dhira, because you have the intelligence. Intelligence can be gross or fine. Okay. Gross intelligence can only think in terms of two things: reward and fear. What? Reward and fear. If I go here, will I get reward or I will not get any reward? Or if I don't go there, will I lose my job or what? No, I won't lose my job. Will I lose my Q and H1B, whatever? Or will I lose my perm date? Correct? Or will I lose my, whatever, my green card? So animals, people who have animalistic consciousness, can only invest in things based on reward and fear. They cannot be motivated by anything else. Their only motivation is, isse kya milega? What will I get out of this? This is their only math in their mind. So this is animalistic mind. Of course, externally, someone might dress like Musk or Husk or whatever it is. But what is the mentality? What will I get out of this? So the Shastra describes such a person is no better. Ahara nidra bhayamaitunamsta samanyamestat pashubhir naranam dharmo hi esham adhiko visheshaha dharmena hina pashubhir samanaha. But a person who has got a finer intelligence is a better person than an animal. So you might think, okay, Jeff Bezos is better than me, or Elon Musk is better than me, or you might think like that, but Bhagavad Gita doesn't think like that. It says you are all more advanced than one of the biggest corporate leaders in Bay Area. This is not to flatter you. This is because you have the fine intelligence to invest in something beyond reward and fear. Your time. And the more you invest in that, because it's intangible, you are not getting anything immediately back, so people cannot continue reading Bhagavad Gita. Because to sustain that intelligence, you'll continue to get something. Put your time in. It's very difficult to sustain. So spiritual life is very easy to start and it is very easy to end. But it is very difficult to maintain. Anything in life, is it not? Because to maintain requires intelligence on a higher platform. So you're very intelligent, you're all very advanced. So what is the goal of this discussion? To make you more advanced. To make you more advanced. When you become more advanced, what happens? You'll become happier. And what is the way to do so? What we just did right now. How many of you enjoyed the Harinam Sankirtan? Blissful, right? So even if you don't understand the meaning of it, the vibration of the mantra is that it is very transcendental. It is very transcendental. How many of you felt a sense of joy? I couldn't explain that joy, but I felt a sense of joy. Right? That's the nature of the mantra. Right? It's Ananda Ambudhi Vardhanam. Ananda Ambudhi Vardhanam. It increases. In this material world, it is the graph I have mentioned many times, always less only. I get a phone, the happiness graph comes down. You get married, the happiness graph comes down. You get a new job, the happiness graph comes down with time. You get a new house, the happiness graph comes down. It doesn't go up. Oh, I got this house, my happiness kept on going up. Anyone with some experience like that? Anyone? No one? I had a child and I kept on becoming happier and happier day after day. Year after year, I became more and more ecstatic after having a child. Anyone? After being selected for the best company, GM, Ford, whatever you're working for. After my first day, I became more and more ecstatic. Day after day, I started loving my manager day after day, more and more. Anyone? No one? So your experience is the proof. Pratyakshaavagamam dharmyam susukham kartum avyayam. Pratyaksha. You can see with your own experience that whatever we have experience of, the enjoyment comes down. The hype falls. Is it not? But this is something, it will keep increasing. Ananda Ambudhi Vardhanam will keep increasing. That is the distinction between material pleasure and spiritual pleasure. So if you want to pursue a happiness where it keeps coming down, then don't come here. Don't read Bhagavad Gita. Run away from this place. I want to invest in something that is depreciating asset. Please don't open this book. Then your mind will change and you will start investing in something that is continuously appreciating forever, eternally. So don't do that mistake, right? Don't do that mistake and open this book or chant Hare Krishna mantra, right? So the good news is that you are intelligent. That's the good news. And not so good news is that there are obstacles that we are facing right now. And what is the common obstacle for all of us? Because all of you are from a different past. Some of you are married, some of you are not married, some of you are in college. Now something has to be relevant from all of us, then only it will be interesting, right? So if I start talking about, like I mentioned last week, if I start talking about how to get an OPT, I'm not going to, please, thank you. I'm retired, I have a green card, I have a H1, I'm not interested. So what is relevant to all of us? A problem that is relevant to all of us, Krishna says, Manashashthani, indriyani, prakriti, sthani, karshati. So though I am eternal, though I am hankering for happiness, this mind, makes us die. There is an acronym DIE. DIE. The mind deceives us. Deception. It makes us think, I'm very important. I am the Lord of all I survey. But I am right now in Michigan, in Auburn Hills, within a small apartment, within Michigan, within the United States, huge world, huge universe. I'm an insignificant dot. But the mind makes me believe that I'm very important. I'm very important. The mind makes it, even when I'm talking, or even when you're listening, I said such a nice point. So this mind is so tricky, even while I'm singing, or you're hearing, or you're following, you're clapping, you're cooking. Everyone thinks, this whole world thinks that I'm very great. I'm very great. An ant tries to somehow not do the same mistake that the other ant is doing. It thinks, I'm such a great ant. I'm the best ant in town. It's an ant. But it is getting the abhimanam that I'm very great. Because the mind is maya mohitam. It is deceived by pride. It is deceived. Deludes. Like a child is getting deluded. Everyone is deluded by thinking I'm very great. Everyone. Even a cockroach, lion, tiger, insignificant person. I am great, I am great, I am great. This is the mantra that's there on everyone's mind. So the mind is agitated because it is in the mode of deception. D. And the mind is imagining so many things that are not true. Someone might not have smiled at me. I think this person is my enemy. He doesn't like me. He is better than me. I'm worse than him. So the mind is imagining so many things. And whatever is a little bit true only, it is a little bit true, but it exaggerates it so much. This person might have said a little thing wrong about someone, I exaggerated. Maybe I cannot understand a little bit of Bhagavad Gita. I say, I cannot understand anything of the Bhagavad Gita. Close the book. I hate Bhagavad Gita. But what happened? I felt bored for 2 seconds. But the mind exaggerates it. Or maybe I see a little contradiction in Bhagavad Gita that I cannot explain. So the mind will say, Bhagavad Gita is full of contradictions. Only a foolish person will read Bhagavad Gita. It exaggerates it. As if, that's the only thing that's there. But anyway, so one of the common problems that all of us have is that we have an uncontrolled mind. Manashashthani, indriyani, prakriti, sthani, karshati. And what is the one pill for this uncontrolled mind? Very simple. The medicine for this uncontrolled mind. Because if you simply solve this problem, you have solved every problem in your life. So pick a problem. After you solve that problem, there should be no other problem. Pick a problem like that. And pick one solution to that problem. So if you pick one problem, and if you pick one solution, then all your problems are solved. Okay? Your life should have only one problem. Then you will be happy. Your mind will be settled. Okay? So only problem, Krishna says, is Mamaivamsho jivaloke jiva bhuta sanatanaha manashashthani indriyani prakriti sthani karshati. I am situated in this prakriti sthan. Krishna says, I am in prakriti sthan, this material world, and in this material world, I am battling with this mind. So the news of this world is that everyone from musk to husk, everyone is struggling with their mind. This is the news of this world. So you don't have to read tonight's news, tomorrow morning's news. Every day's news is that everyone is struggling with their mind. And the manifestation of that struggle is what is coming as fight or insecurity or jealousy or murder or rape or corruption or fights or diplomacy or politics. Or everyone agrees? Accurate representation of the problem statement. Now how to solve it? Very simple. Very simple. Right? So the solution is simple, but it is not cheap. Solution is simple, but it is not cheap. So my mind is uncontrolled right now, agitated, because I'm thinking I am independent. That is the reason. That is the reason. So when it's something we are rooted in falsity, then to protect that falsity, we have to think of 100 things. Say you tell a lie. To protect that lie, you have to say so many things. You have to think of so many things, right? So similarly, every one of us, according to the Gita, we are living a lie. And to protect that lie, I have to make so many adjustments. What is that lie? I am very great. This is the lie I want to believe in. And I want to tell others, show others that I am very great. I am very great. There is no Ishvara in control. This is a delusion. Even to cook for dinner, today's dinner, someone is making some whatever. But this whole Jagat came out of something, a random explosion. How is it possible? How is it reasonable that a random explosion can create such a high magnitude of order? How is it possible? And what is life? We don't know. The modern science doesn't know the answers to these questions. What is consciousness? Where does life come from? We don't know. So though I don't know, though I'm being controlled by my mind, every moment I'm being controlled by my mind. But still, I think I'm very great. This is the reason for my struggle. So if I realize this point, that I am being controlled by my mind, if I'm controlled by my mind, I'm being carried away. Of course, this takes some intelligence. That means you should see your mind. Then only you can understand you're being controlled by the mind. Correct or not? Correct or not? First, you must see your mind to understand that I'm being controlled. So what are we thinking right now? I'm thinking I am that mind. To understand I'm being controlled by my son and daughter, I must understand I am a separate person other than my son and daughter. I should tell them right things and uplift them. But most times parents, what they do? Lalayet. They do so much cuddling, pamper, and they forget that I have an independent existence. I could have a logic system apart from my child. We lose that. Why? I and my child became one. Happened to Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana became one. So Dhritarashtra couldn't have a separate intelligence from Duryodhana. Done? Done? Similarly, we also have identified with the mind. Kaikeyi became one with Manthara. She could not see herself separate from Manthara. Discrimination is lost. Similarly, I have become the mind. I can't see the mind. So because of this delusion of thinking I am very great, all my problems are happening. So what to do? Become a little reflective and understand. If you come here, the consciousness will become more and more purified. If you chant this Hare Krishna mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So if you chant this mantra, Mananat trayate iti mantraha, Mantaram trayate api iti mantraha. Whoever is chanting, this mantra will deliver them from this confusion. Mantaram trayate. Whoever is chanting this mantra will make you realize as you are chanting, it will make you see the mind. It will make us realize, I am not this body. I am not mere flesh. I am not thoughts. I can change myself. When you realize your choice, you will feel so strong. This is the first step of peace. How do you become peaceful? When you understand you can change your mind, you will feel very strong. When you have identified with the mind so much that you feel choiceless, you will become depressed. The first step to peace is to realize you have a choice. I have a choice. I have a choice to live tomorrow a different way than I have lived today. You have that choice. You have that choice. But the mind in the mode of ignorance, tamoguna, because of too much absorption in matter, acts like matter as if it cannot be changed. Like for instance, it's like that, you cannot make it into gold. Similarly, we think as if I'm going to be like this only. Monday to Friday, I have to go to work. Saturday, Sunday, I'm stuck with my spouse. I'm stuck with my job. I'm stuck with this body. I'm stuck with this disease. I'm stuck. So this is the battle. The good news is, when you chant this Hare Krishna mantra, when you read Bhagavad Gita, this consciousness becomes purified and you will realize, when you just escape from tamoguna, this is merely like the first step, I'm saying. This is not the last step. The last step is pretty exciting. The first step itself is that you will realize you have a choice. And when you realize you have a choice, yes, nothing is lost. I'm still alive. I have this body. I have the mind. I have the tools. I have help. I have support. Here I'm going to change. My tomorrow is going to be very happy. My next week is going to be very blissful. My next year is going to be completely transformational. And all that power I'm going to get from Krishna. The strength I'm going to get from Krishna. The discrimination I'm going to get from Krishna. The intelligence I'm going to get from the mantra. And the comfort and the love I'm going to get from Krishna. All of that is going to come together. And I'm going to make a transformation. And I'm going to realize who I am in this very life. So this enthusiasm, this spiritual optimism exuberantly arrives within you. It's possible. It's possible. You just have to be the right place at the right time. Now you are the right place at the right time. So when you are there at the right place at the right time, you push your body and you arrive, you be here, then magic can happen. But you must be the place where magic is happening. And what is the magic? Magic means you are able to transform your mind that has remained uncontrolled for millions of lifetimes. That is magic. That is magic. Magic doesn't mean I get some gold ring out of my mouth. That is not magic. Magic means that so far, so long, my mind has become uncontrolled. Now, I'm getting the strength to overcome everything. And not just that, I'm overcoming the mind and coming to this point of realization who I am. And what I have to do, I have to submit to the Lord. I have to bow down. I am not able to control my mind. It is your mind, Krishna. I'm trying to be the master here. Please, you be the master of my life. I want to be your servant. By being a master, I have suffered so much. Please accept me as your humble servant. I want to become your servant. This is called yoga. Servant means whatever the master is saying, we do. Now, this might appear very illogical or very dogmatic to the intelligence. But if you have gotten enough slaps in life, gradually your intelligence will mature to come to this point of submission. That is why Krishna says, Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudevaha sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. So this bowing down to Vasudeva, full-hearted, whole-hearted dil se, it cannot come easily. You have to have a lot of slaps. Here, many slaps, usually. But you need not also, if you listen to this class, you need not get slaps to surrender and submit if you accept it. But you say, no, I won't accept. I want logic. Logic is there. Yes, logic is there. Why Krishna has to be surrendered to? This is the whole point of Bhagavad Gita. Why should I surrender to Krishna? But if you're very simple, then you can immediately surrender and submit. No, using my own intelligence, using my own mind, I have suffered. I lack intelligence. I don't know what to do and what not to do. When I go back home, I don't know which app to open. So always I've opened WhatsApp and Instagram whenever I'm alone. So I open WhatsApp and Instagram and then I waste 2-3 hours. So I do not know what to do next in my life. This is foolishness. I do not know what to lead me to happiness. Is this not a sufficient proof I'm foolish? This is not a sufficient proof that I'm foolish. I do not know what to do next to become happy. I do not know. So why not take advice from someone who knows and become happy? This is intelligence. So all we have to do is to surrender, submit. How to submit? Don't even become mental. Just have a DT of the Lord. Bow down to the Lord 10 times, 20 times. Very simple. You don't have to become very mental. What should I do? You have to think like this. Don't. Just offer obeisances to the Lord 10, 20 times. At least if you do that repeatedly, automatically your mind will become completely freed. That's all. Very simple. You don't have to think, I have to control my mind, I have to discipline my mind. No, not needed. All that will automatically happen. Just bow down. Namaste. This is the Brahmaji's recommendation. Jnane prayasa mudapasya namanta evahi. Namanta. Namanta means this is not mine. This is not my house. This is not my body. This is not everything. Mine. What, I'm going to die in a few days, in a few years, in a few decades. What is mine? Maha moham. Ma kuru dhanajana yauvana garvam harati nimesha kala sarvam. Ma kuru dhanajana yauvana garvam. What are you so proud? You're taking selfie. I'm very beautiful. This is simply skin. That's all. Everyone is proud, taking selfies. I'm very beautiful, very beautiful, very beautiful. What is this beauty? Skin level deep. That's all. You put a mark here, no one will look at you. A small blade scratch here, and everyone will call you ugly. That is the level of your beauty. That is the level of your handsomeness. A little gray hair here, that's it. Case closed. What am I proud of? What is there in this body? Right? So if you do a little, if you're intelligent, you can become humble. Do some little inquiry. Humility is not a dogmatic sentiment. It is based on inquiry, introspection. If we introspect, we can become humble. Okay, so this is the meaning, very simple. I cannot control my mind. I cannot do anything. Everything is going wrong in my life. Don't worry. Don't worry. Good news. Just try to move towards the point of agreeing to listen to Krishna. Listen to the acharyas who have followed Krishna. Very simple. Just listen to someone more intelligent than you. Most intelligent. Krishna is Adi Guru. Krishna is a Jagat Guru. Just listen to what he is saying. Listen. Obey. That's it. Over. All your problems are over. But we don't want that. Right? No. I have my independence. Okay, fine. Few more lifetimes. Go on. Get slapped here, there. That's fine. This is what we are doing. We are doing trial and error. So agree. Yes, Krishna. And how do you agree now? You have to become a little logical. You have to ask. It's not sentiment, right? You have to ask, what is my life? What is my previous history? What did I do here? In this way, intelligence must be able to penetrate your past. Now intelligence is penetrating others' past. Right? Whom did the celebrity marry earlier? Why did she got married to this person? Right? She had a divorce, right? What happened? And Trump said this only about Biden. Why did he change his stance right now? Right? He was putting so many tariffs. This is what Modi said to Gandhi. Right? We are interested in others' minds. Right? So we don't have time for ourselves. Poor us. Poor us. Right? So forget all of this. Forget Modi, forget Gandhi, forget Trump. Right? Forget all of them. Just focus on you. Forget social media. Forget everything. Just focus on you and think about your past and see, have a passion to transform your life. Have a passion to become happier. Have a passion to become happier. How do you do that? Intelligence, good intelligence. Where does intelligence come from? Our dear Lord, Hari, Krishna. That's all very simple. Right? This is the point of this association. Let everyone be happy. Sarve sukhina bhavantu, sarve santu niramayaha. Sarve sukhina bhavantu. Katham bhavanti sarve sukham. Katham bhavanti. How can they become happy? By good intelligence. Okay. So that being said, we'll read one shloka of Bhagavad Gita. So we are reading 17th chapter, 20th shloka. Okay. Okay. So you can repeat after. I think we did not finish 19th. We read 19th, but we didn't describe 19th. I didn't talk on the 19th. So we'll read 17.19. Okay. So you can repeat after me. Moodhagrahe natmano yat pidaya kriyate tapaha parasya utsadanartham va tattamasam mudahritam. मूढग्राहेणात्मनो यत्
पीडया क्रियते तपः परस्योत्तादनार्थे वा
परस्य उत्सादनार्थं वा
तत्तां समुद्धहातं
तत्तामसं मुदाहृतम्. Anyone else? Yeah. Sorry. पीडया क्रियते तपः परस्य उत्सादनार्थं वा तत्तामसं मुदाहृतम्. मूढग्राहेणात्मनो यत् पीडया क्रियते तपः
मूढग्राहेणात्मनो यत् पीडया क्रियते तपः परस्योत्सादनार्थं वा तत्तामसमुदाहृतम्.
मूढग्राहेणात्मनो यत् पीडया क्रियते तपः परस्य उत्सादनार्थं वा परस्य उत्सादनार्थं वा tattamasam mudahritam. Moodagrahena atmano yat okay. Moodha, foolish. Grahena, with endeavor. Atmanaha, of one's own self. Yat, which. Pidaya, by torture. Kriyate, is performed. Tapaha, penance. Parasya, to others. Utsadanartham, for the sake of causing annihilation. Va, or. Tat, that. Tamasam, in the mode of darkness. Utsadanartham, sorry. Udahritam, is said to be. Penance someone can read the translation.
Destroy or injure others is said to be in the mode of ignorance.
There are instances in which penance undertaken by demons like Hiranyakashipu who performed austere penances to become immortal and kill the demon gods. He prayed to Brahma for such thing that ultimately was killed by the supreme personality of God. To undergo penances for something which was impossible is certainly in the mode of ignorance.
Very nice. Thank you. Shivansh, right? Shivansh, right? Thank you, Shivansh. So, so we're reading about tapasya. Tapasya, Krishna describes three types of tapasya, three modes of tapasya. So, tapasya can be, there are two threes when it comes to tapasya. So, the first three set of tapasya is how we perform tapasya. Tapasya of the body, tapasya of the mind, tapasya of the speech. Tapasya of the mind, for some, let's see, few new people. So tapasya of the body is Deva Dvija Guru Pragnya Pujanam. I gave you an example. Offer obeisances. I don't want to offer obeisances. But if I offer obeisances, I will become purified. Okay. So Krishna mentions this tapasya of the body. And tapasya of the vak. Anudvega karam vakyam satyam priyahitam chayat swadhyaya bhyasanam chaiva vangmayam tapa uchyate. Udvega karam vakyam, one must not speak in a way to purposely to agitate someone. If I speak this person will get very angry. Let me speak that. That type of vakyam, if I avoid that vakyam, the mind will say this word to agitate him. But if I resist for a higher cause, then that is tapasya. And how should the vak be? It must be truthful. But just because it is truthful, I should not say you look very ugly. I'm saying the truth only. Right? You are very mediocre or you are very bad. Whatever it is, I feel it is truth. No, it must be priyam. It must be very pleasing. And it must not just be truthful and pleasing, it must also be hitam. It must be beneficial. So it's a great austerity to speak only words which are satyam and operator priyam and operator hitam. Not satyam or priyam or hitam. Satyam and priyam and hitam. Truthful, pleasing and beneficial. I only open my mouth when all these three conditions are met. That is the criteria to open my mouth. If I am able to observe an austerity like that, then Krishna says, this is Vangmayam Tapa Uchyate Swadhyaya Bhyasanam. Swadhyaya. And the Vak should not do prajalpa. Jalpa means ordinary talk. So this Vak tapas is so great. If I speak only spiritual life, spiritual stuff, you can try this. I don't know how many of you have tried. When I heard a class like this, it was easier for me to follow. I was single and I didn't have children. Now maybe it might be a little difficult, I think. But uh, when I heard this, I thought this is very nice. Tomorrow's Ekadashi. Let me hear. Right? I will simply hear and only speak about Krishna. I just followed this for one day, and I felt so purified. So purified. Simply by speaking only what is there in Shastra. Not hearing Netflix, this, that, Instagram. Just for one day if you try it. Just one day if you try. And only the Satyam Prehitam Chayat Swadhyaya Abhyasanam Chaya Vangmayam Tapauchyate. So this will make one's mind very peaceful. Very peaceful. Very peaceful. So this is Vak Tapas. Vak Tapas. Because the Shastra says, even if you perform a lot of sadhana, say you are hearing very nicely for 1.5 hours, and while taking prasadam, you start speaking some gossip, kam katham, or you'll forget everything you heard. It is like I fill a big pot, but I took 2 hours to fill a pot, and then I put a hole at the bottom of the pot. Done. Over. You'll forget everything. So you have to trap it. You have to do mananam, continuously munch on it. And whatever you hear, that only you must speak during prasadam. Very difficult, right? Prasadam, I can do gossip right now. So the mind will say, I can speak about my H1B again. I can speak about my job again. I can speak about... So we are so foolish actually. Right? So this we have spoken for so long, like croaking toads. Right? So this is Vak Tapas. Right? So we should speak only about Shastra. I cannot do this every day. Doesn't matter. Do it for one day. Do it for half a day. Do it for half a day. Why not? This is experimentation, right? You have to experiment and see what gives you more happiness. Experiment this. And then, Vak of the Manas. More of the Manas is to be satisfied. Mana prasada saumyatvam. Maunam atma vinigraha. What is the next line? Maunam atma vinigraha. Bhava samshuddhi ityet tapo manasam uchyate. Bhava samshuddhi. Bhava samshuddhi. So, Manas must be satisfied with what is there. What is there? Satisfied. Krishna will protect me. Mana prasada saumyatvam. So in this way, if you try to, we already discussed this, I'm not going into great detail. These are the one of the threes. Body, Vak and the mind. And the other threes are that the same body, words and mind can be done in 3 ways. I can do tapasya in the mode of goodness, tapasya in the mode of passion, tapasya in the mode of ignorance. I can do tapasya like that. So someone tried so hard to discover a nuclear bomb. This is tapasya in the mode of ignorance. Someone is doing hacking to destroy everyone's server so he can feel a little more important. Right? So this is mode of ignorance, tapasya. So a cat is waiting. How to steal that milk? It is also intelligence, right? Sometimes we think I only have intelligence. So cat is also having intelligence in India, right? My mother, we used to live besides the garden. So the cat will always somehow know, it will come, through the window, right? It is government quarters, so we didn't have all those fancy things. So it will come through the nice rails of the window, and it exactly knows. My mother will change all the places for the milk, but it exactly knows where the milk is, and it will, somehow find its way and get the milk. It's very intelligent. But what is his intelligence? Intelligence is the mode of passion. How to get what I want. How to fulfill my desire. So Ravana exhibited Rajoguna intelligence. I want to get Sita. What will I do? Change into a sage. Rajoguna intelligence. Vibhishana exhibited devotional intelligence. What is devotional intelligence? Ravana is against Rama. So I should not be with Ravana. This is devotional intelligence. Everything is intelligence only. Nuclear bomb is also intelligence. Right? Everything is intelligence. But there is categorization. Swan is also a bird, crow is also a bird. But swan looks regal, crow looks cheap. Is it not? Classes are there. So tapasya can also be done. What we struggle for. So today I thought of discussing, while I talk about tapasya, I'll also touch on what gopis did a tapasya for. So this month is a very auspicious month after the month of Damodara. The gopis are doing tapasya to get Krishna as their husband. Krishna as their husband. Now, why to have Krishna as my husband? Who is Krishna? Who's Krishna? What is tapasya? For that, first we must understand what we are thinking ourselves to be is not true. Like I was talking at an event for Diwali in Oakland University. I asked everyone, how many of you will wear their Diwali dress and go to sleep? Right? I go to a celebration. I wear nice dresses. Will anyone sleep with the same dress? Right? With all the jimmicky and this and that and right? You won't sleep, right? Because appearance is for outsiders. Is it not? But what am I? When I wake up, how my face is, that is who I am. Correct or not? That is who I am. And it might not be very beautiful, it might be beautiful. So why am I saying this? We are all wearing a dress. We are all wearing a dress. One dress at home. One dress at home with wife. One dress at home with children. Another dress at home with husband. Another dress at home with in-laws. Another dress at home when you go to India when you are with in-laws. Another dress at home with visa officer. Another dress in the office with visa officer. Another dress at office with your boss. Another dress at office with colleagues. So many dresses we are wearing. Okay? So many dresses we are wearing. Have you any of you have performed dramas where you have to, perform as 3-4 characters? 3-4 characters you have to perform. Anyone? No one? So when you do that, it becomes very tiring because suddenly you have to change makeup before the next scene. And again you have to drop the dress and again change the makeup. Again drop the dress. Okay, this is too tiring. Is it not? But you know what? We are all doing this every day. So many dresses I have to wear every day. And we are trapped. We are all trapped. Japatiya Maya Dhare. Trapped. Now you can't escape now. We are all prisoners now. Relationships in this world imprison us. More or less. Right? Some way or the other. It can liberate also. It can liberate. If you keep Krishna in the center, the same thorn that is there in your foot can be taken out of like with a thorn. Similarly, relationships can be very nice when you know the art of relationships. But because people don't know the art, more or less right now in today's world, people are very afraid to get married. They get married at 35, 40, 45. And when you get married at 30, 35, when you will have children? Children when you have like 40. And how will you have that power to run behind the child? You won't. So there's no child. And when you want children at 47, they are not coming. Then again IVF, this, that, so much. Right? So much complexity. So people are afraid. So what is the reason people are afraid of relationships? People are afraid. What will this happen? Correct? So this is very tiring for the soul. To change designations, so many designations is very tiring. But the good news is, I'm not these designations. I'm not these designations. So this is called upadhi. So the soul actually is not a part of any of these designations. It is playing these roles. This is called granthi. When we go through these designations, it creates a knot in our heart. Knot means diplomacy and falsity. I'm false with my husband, I'm false with my wife, I'm false with my child, I'm false with my boss, I'm false with... I forget what it means to be true with anyone. How many of you feel the same way with you? Right? I forget what it means to be true. I've forgotten myself. Because with everyone I'm forced to be false. So you restart your truthful relationship with Krishna. With Krishna. That's what I talked about earlier. When you submit and you open up your heart. You open up your heart. You tell what is there in your heart to Krishna. Write a journal if you want. Write a journal. Write a letter to Krishna. Write a letter to Krishna. This is my story. This is my story. Krishna, please help me. Krishna, please help me. So all these designations are all a play. This is like someone getting into the compartment in a railway station, and the next railway station they say bye, and then that's done. That's it. You meet someone in the office. Hey, today is my last day. It was nice working with you, and that's it. You don't see them for this whole life. Over. I worked with them. He's my boss. That's it. That person got out of that train. That's it. He was traveling within a certain compartment that you're traveling, and then he got out of the train. Your boss gets down sometimes, and then your son goes on, Papa, I'm leaving. I found a girl. I found a boy. Maybe, I think all parents are too young for this, but when the children get a little older, I found someone, bye. That's it. And you have to be very formal with your child, your son, whom you loved so much. Do you have some time? I feel a little sick. Do you think you can spare some time? You can't even be free with them because he has other priorities, other desires. That's all relationships are in this world. Fully empty. Because people have material desires. They don't want to serve you. They want to serve their senses. It's the case with everyone. The case with everyone. As Kali Yuga progresses, relationships will become more shallow. Why? Because everyone wants to serve their own senses. There is no dharma, gratefulness, all this is missing. So, I'm coming to again Katyayani Vratam and Gopis, this thing. So, we are not this body. And the designation that you have, the compartment you are in right now is not your destination. Is not your destination. You are in a compartment right now, traveling. And within this compartment, you are with certain people. Don't think that's your destination. Your destination is at the lotus feet of Krishna. These are temporary material things. Agamo apayino nityaha tam tikshasva bharata. But because of moham, nirmana moham, chitasanga dosham, adhyatma nitya vinivritta kamaha. Because of moham, देहापत्य कलत्रादिषु आत्मसैन्येषु अतत्स्वपि तेषां प्रमत्त निधनं श्रेयः पश्यन्नपि न च पश्यति. Because of dehapatya kalatraadishu, deha apatya, thinking I'm very secure within the company of family, friendship and love, people are getting bewildered. People are getting bewildered and forgetting their real friend who is the Lord within our heart. He's our real friend. He's our real master. He's our real husband. He's our real pati. He's our real suhrit. He's the real person who really matters. But because of bodily identification, the intelligence and our tendency for love, our tendency for seeking eternal life is going outward. So the same tendencies that we have for lust, for anger, whatever it is, when it goes towards the Lord, it is called bhakti. That's all. I love you so much. When I say, it's very commonly used word, I love you so much. But what do I like? I actually like how you satisfy my senses. So whom do I like? I like my senses. Because you are satisfying my senses. I love you, Papa. Why do you love Papa? Because Papa buys me what I need. If Papa doesn't buy me what I need, do I love Papa? Okay, then you have some dharma. Then you have some dharma. So what does everyone like? Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. What do you like right now? Actually, you like yourself only right now. You like your own false ego. That's what you like. You are simply cheating yourself. I love you. I love that. Simply all farce. No one likes anyone. Sorry for the harsh truth. Bhagavatam is a little seedhi baat. Right? So, no one likes anyone in this world. They like their own senses. But again, I'm not saying there is no gradation of love. People are nice people in this world also, and people are very bad. I'm not saying there is no gradation. Everyone is as bad as the other. No, not necessarily. But all I'm saying is that there is no perfect love in this world. There is only a question of imperfect, more imperfect, and most imperfect. So, actually, we are souls. Soul, 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 soul. Everyone is a soul. Everyone. But because of illusion, we think only this apartment, whoever is there within this apartment, that person is my family. Next apartment, you are my neighbor. You are not my family. Where did this come from? Who are you? Tell me. Why only this apartment is family, next apartment is not? Why? No, he was guys. Reason is because he came from my body. Okay, you came from his body. But how do you know you are this body? So if you are in bodily consciousness, whatever is connected to this body is mine. But when you become liberated from bodily consciousness, you come to mental consciousness now. Mental means whoever is thinking like me is my friend. You are also agnostic, I am also agnostic, friends. Parents are theists. They are all Hindus, useless. I don't like them. Why? Mental consciousness. Whoever is having the same philosophy as me or same thoughts as me is my friend. So the relationships are right now based on whether we identify with the body, mind, or intelligence. So if I identify with the body, some people appear very close. My son, mera beta. Why? Bodily consciousness. Bodily consciousness. Right? So beta consciousness is good, but you must serve your beta. How do you serve your beta? You serve by teaching him what is spiritual consciousness. Right? That is good. But if I get lost in beta consciousness, right, like Dhritarashtra did, then that's it. That's it. So this is bodily consciousness love. And there is mental consciousness love. Another bodily conscious love is, I am from Tamil Nadu. Where are you from? Tamil Nadu? We both are same blood. Tamil blood, Tamil blood. We are all the same. Why? This body was born in a small territory which is categorized in the border, India border as Tamil Nadu. That borderline, right? You are born in this borderline. So we are Tamilians. You speak the same language, you make the same sounds as I make. Very nice. Then we are the same. If you make a different sound than I make, then you are different than me. There's another type of bodily consciousness. Another type of bodily consciousness. Which caste, which this, which that. I mean, it's all bodily consciousness. So next is, as I said, mental consciousness. Right? What is relationship? Why do I love someone? So right now you say, we don't believe in caste, this, that, intercaste. No, actually, everyone believes in same caste marriage only. Everyone. Why? If I am in bodily consciousness of a certain type, I want to marry the other person also with the same body consciousness. He must have the same proportion of body consciousness like me. I like CSK and RCB. You also must like CSK or RCB the same way. We have the same amount of bodily consciousness and the same type of bodily consciousness. Very important. If you like RCB little only, I don't like you. You must like RCB a lot. The same proportion. You must have the same type of illusion and the same extent of illusion I have. Then we are friends. You have a different type of illusion, dushman, enemy. So this is again mental consciousness, mental consciousness, same philosophy. We all follow the same philosophy. So someone talks about Che Guevara, someone talks about this, someone talks about that. Liberation, Zindabad, Inqilab, Zindabad, freedom. We are being oppressed by the capitalism, communism, thisism, thatism, socialism. So many isms based on again the idea that I should be satisfied, but my kind is that capitalistic. But again based on satisfying this body only. Capitalism, communism, what is the difference? Capitalism is satisfying the body that, when can, you can make profit, and profit is the highest objective, right? But ultimately all these isms, philosophy is focused on, again, satisfying the body. Sense gratification again. Illusion. I'm not the body. So how do you prove that you are not the body? Very simple. Very simple, you can understand. You are not the body. You are saying my body. Correct? You are saying my body. So there is an Asami, I don't know what, Tamil word I think. So there is a person to whom this body belongs to. You say my body. Correct or not? You say my mind. Correct or not? You say my intelligence. Correct or not? Who's the person to whom this belongs to? You inquire. There is someone who is observing this body and saying, this body is paining. So you are saying this body. Like I say this glass, I'm saying this body. Now, with a cool head, you think, who is basically recognizing the fact and pointing this body? Someone is aware. Someone is consciousness. Someone is conscious of the fact of this body. That person who's conscious is you. You are not where your consciousness is going. Your consciousness is perceiving something. That something is not you. In as much as there are so many images screened on a theater, and those images keep changing on the screen, but none of these images are the screen. The screen is separate or the same? So you are that person who's outside of this. Krishna mentions very beautifully in 13th chapter, idam shariram kaunteya kshetram ityavidiyate etad yo veti prahu kshetrajnam iti tadvidaha. So whatever you say, this is not you. Okay? Whatever you say, this body, this mind, this person, whatever you say as this is not you. You are something beyond. Now this requires a fine intelligence. Maybe some of you might completely not understand. Some of you might super understand. I myself am trying to understand as much as I can when I'm speaking this, because this is a very high subject matter. Because this is actually on the stage of self-realization. But when you become refined, you can understand you are separate from all of this. This is called self-realization. So, the point is, when the soul is liberated from these identities, our consciousness becomes expanded. Our consciousness becomes expanded. When the consciousness is very narrow, you can only love this body. So, our real feeling of love, attention, curiosity, affection, eagerness, enthusiasm to serve, all that on the spiritual platform will be directed to the Lord. So why should we love Krishna? Because loving Krishna is our nature. Loving Krishna is our nature because he is actually the Lord of our life. But right now, because of Maya, we don't see God. Hey, I don't see Krishna. Where is Krishna? Proof de do. Tell me, give me proof for God. We ask a question like that because of Maya. Actually, there is Krishna right now here. There is Krishna right now here, but I don't see because my eye is covered by something. Sattvam rajas tribhir gunamayer bhavaihi yebhihi sarvamitam jagat mohitam nabhijanati mamebhya paramavyayam. My eye is covered by three gunas. When these three gunas are covered, you will see Pratyaksham Krishna. Huh? So the gopis are performing an austerity for 30 days. It started a couple of days ago. And they're doing this austerity so that they can have Krishna as their husband. The same relationships that exist in this material world on the bodily platform are nothing but a shadow of the real relationships that exist in the spiritual world. They are a shadow. Shadow means you will know, just like a mango, shadow is there. In a shadow mango, can you taste a mango? No, you can't. But you will know that there is something called mango by looking at the shadow mango. Correct? Similarly, by looking at the relationships of this world, you can understand that there is something called love, but you can't experience love. You can understand that there is something called friendship, but you can't experience eternal friendship. You will die one day and you will die one day. You can't. It's not possible. You can get a glimpse, even for that matter, sex. You can't. You will feel that there is beauty. You will touch that beauty. But what do you get? Flesh. I see beauty and I want to touch that beauty. It's a hormonal imagination. The hormone is creating. Go and touch. After you touch, and right, all the whole scene is over, then you will realize actually there is nothing. It's only flesh. It's a chemical reaction. It's just hormones. So I see beauty, but there is no beauty. There is no beauty. Urdhvamulam adashakam ashwatham prahuraviyam chandamsi yasya parnani yastam vedasa vedavit. Urdhvamulam adashakam. This whole world is the reflection of the spiritual world. So the gopis are in a spiritual world, and the real relationship of being a husband or a father, whatever you want to do with the Lord, you can be. If you want to accept Krishna as your husband, you can accept. If you want to accept Krishna as your master, you can accept.